What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video I'm going to be shooting some ammo that's 25 years old, and I want to see first of all if this ammo will actually fire still, and if it does fire I want to see what kind of groups I get with it. And this ammo is at least 22 years old, possibly 25 years old. It was purchased in 2001. So I'm really curious if this ammo will still fire, and if it does, what kind of groups I'm going to get with it. So this is some 4570 Remington Express core-lokt ammo. And these are 405 grain soft points, okay, jacketed flat nose soft points. And these Remington core-lokts for the 4570 are extremely weak. They have an advertised muzzle velocity of around 1,300 feet per second. I've never actually chronographed them, but that's extremely weak. But check out this brass. It's like brown basically now. 22 to 25 years old possibly. And I never did anything special to store this ammo. Literally just kept it in my closet or under my bed. I didn't keep it in any kind of sealed containers with moisture absorbers or anything like that. And this is the box right here. Look at how beat up this box is. This box is also 22 years old, okay, and I'll show you guys the price tag. $23.98 for this box. And this was purchased in Long Island, New York. Let me show you guys the copyright on this box. 1998. Pretty cool, right? So it was purchased in 2001, so that's 22 years ago. And I'm sure the ammo was manufactured at least a year or two before it was purchased. So it's got to be at least 22 years old, obviously, but I think it's closer to 25 years old. Never did anything special to store it, just kept it in a closet or under my bed. And the rifle I'm going to be using for this test is my Marlin 1895. And this rifle was purchased at the same time as this ammo. So a little bit of a backstory. This was the first centerfire rifle I ever owned. This was a gift from my father when I turned 16 and I was old enough to hunt big game in New York State. He purchased this rifle for me so I could go deer and bear hunting in upstate New York. So he got me this rifle, and then he got a couple boxes of ammo. And this sling, actually, this is an old Uncle Mike's sling. This sling is also about 22 years old. This sling was purchased the same time as this rifle. So it's going to be really cool to see what happens with this ammunition. Is it going to go off? Am I going to get good groups? What do you guys think? So this is the rifle I'm going to be using, and I did customize it quite a bit. This is a 22-inch barrel Marlin 1895, and I actually extended the magazine tube all the way out. And I added a Brockman's front sight. I added this Picatinny rail here. It's like a tri-rail. It's just a clamp on. And I added the XS lever rail. This is a Burris 2 to 7 power handgun scope. And I have it forward mounted in a scout configuration. And I have a Ghost Ring rear sight. And a Wild West Guns big loop lever. Check that out. And look at this beautiful walnut, guys. This walnut stock is just gorgeous. I love it. Even after 22 years and hunting many seasons with this rifle, it still looks great. I spent probably all of my late teens and my early 20s hunting with this rifle, mostly deer and bear. But you can see there's a couple of scratches here on the wood, but for the most part, The wood is just beautiful. Check that out. Absolutely gorgeous. The bluing is just like a mirror finish. And here I have this cartridge cuff made by Mason Leather. And this cartridge cuff is amazing. Really high quality leather. And it holds spare ammo. If you want to get a cartridge cuff like this, check out the link in the description below this video, masonleather.com. And if you use the promo code NY10, you can get 10% off your entire cart. Okay, 10% off the entire website, all their products. So before you hit the checkout button, before you pay, put in the promo code NY10 and you'll get 10% off. But I love this cartridge cuff. I have several of them. What's nice about them is that they hold the rounds nice and snug versus the cheap nylon ones. After a few seasons with them, they start to loosen up and the ammo falls out. And plus, this just looks beautiful. Check that out. It's just handmade leather. Absolutely amazing. So without further delay, let's get started shooting. Let's see what happens. Do you think the ammo is going to fire? Do you think I'm going to get a squib load? Do you think my barrel's going to blow up? Do you think I'm going to have a 6-inch group? What do you think? 25 years old. What's going to happen? All right, guys, we got our 20 to 25-year-old Remington core-lokts 4570 405 grain. Let's see what kind of groups we get at 50 yards. Here are the shells, guys. 25 years old almost. Look at how tarnished the shells are. It's just crazy. Let's go see what kind of group we got. Wow, guys, look at that. 50 yards with 20 to 25-year-old ammo, Remington core-lokt. Look at this, guys. There's my 3-shot group. I'd say that's pretty good for a 4570 with a scout scope. Check that out. That's about a 1-inch group at 50 yards. Not bad. And that's with a scout scope, so you know, scout scopes are not as precise as normal scopes, but the holes are basically touching dead on. 50 yards, check that out. That is just amazing. So there you have it, guys. Can you shoot 20-year-old ammunition? You most definitely can, as long as it wasn't like submerged in water or something crazy like that. But there you have it. Still accurate. Still functioned fine. No squib loads or anything. That is just amazing, guys. Definitely didn't expect that tight of a group. And that's not even any kind of high quality ammo. That's just some cheap Remington core-lokt. So this would actually be good ammo for SHTF for people who live in liberal states that don't allow you to have semi-automatics. This would be good ammo for SHTF because it has low recoil, it groups tight, and with the lever action, you can put a lot of rounds down range in a short amount of time. Also a good home defense load for the 4570. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. If you want to see more of my 4570 content, check out my 4570 playlist. I'll leave a link in the top right corner. Take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.